Hey everybody, checking in to see how you're doing. Hope you're doing well. Heading out to a play in a little bit. Just thought I would check in, say hi. Got a few minutes. It's a Saturday here in Phoenix. We had a ton of rain yesterday. So watching the storms roll in and we had hail and it was kind of crazy. Apparently we haven't had that kind of rain in like 7 years or something like that. So it was a momentous occasion all day long. It was very cool. I love the rain. So, what's going on? Things are crazy in the world, but how are you feeling? So, there's always this juxtaposition of my internal peace. How is that going? How am I being intentional about my internal peace and my nervous system and how do I take good care of myself versus letting the craziness of the world impact every moment of my day, which I do not. So, yeah, something to think about. Let's draw a little topic for today for a few minutes. Let's see. Ooh, words matter. Okay. Yes, words matter. They are important. Think about that. Hmm. What comes to mind is I remember reading like a little story or whatever. It would pop up on social media like as school was starting, and so teaching your kids about how words matter and choosing your words carefully and intentionally, being kind, basically being kind to your classmates and your teachers and your friends. And I mean that goes for the whole world and for everybody. And so the story was like, okay, kid, before school starts, let's do this little exercise. And you take a tube of toothpaste, not one of the bottles, but the actual tube, squeeze all that toothpaste out onto like a bowl or a I don't know, paper plate or something. So we're like, oh yeah, just squeeze it all out. Squeeze, 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 and get it all out. Yep, yep, yep. All the toothpaste. So you have this pile of toothpaste. And you're like, yeah, what are you gonna do with that? Okay, now put it back in. Put it back in the tube. Well, you can't. It's already out there. And so that's the same with words. Once it comes flying out of your mouth, whether you were intentional or not, it's out there. You can't take it back. You can apologize and you can make amends if they were not kind words, but they're out there. They happened. So the point of that and what I would teach my kids is take a breath. If you're upset, where there's like a group of kids, everyone's getting riled up and that whole group think and not being kind to one another, take a step back and take a breath before you open your mouth. What do you want to say? Is it something kind? Is it something not kind? Because you can't take those words back. You just can't. In relationships, whether it's with parents and kids or family members or personal relationships, um, the words that can cut the worst are usually from those that are closest to you. So yeah, choose wisely. If things are heated or upsetting, take a step back, take a breath, take all the time you need to be intentional about selecting the words that you choose to speak. Yeah. Yeah, that's especially true for like the love languages. People that are words of affirmation, words are very important to them. And so if unkind words are being spoken to them, um, I think it probably magnifies the effect of that. And know that words that maybe aren't so nice, they stick with people, especially your kids. I mean, I know women that are in their 60s and 70s, and they remember terrible words that their dad said to them when they were like high school and college, maybe about their weight or some sort of body shaming words. And many decades later, they still remember those words. So yeah, hmm, words matter. They do. And so yeah, bringing it around to being more positive is what are the words that you want to say? What are the positive things that you can say? Being intentional, not just reactive, but, for your kids, really making an effort to tell them how proud you are, that you love them, and, calling out specific things in their day in school or sports or, theater, whatever accomplishments or activities they have going on. Find something positive to say to them because they remember those words. So it doesn't have to just be the negative things that they remember. Pile on the positives. You're amazing, and this is why you're an amazing friend. Your teachers really are impressed with your work. I'm so proud of you for taking such good care of yourself and your mental health and knowing where your limits are and your boundaries, setting boundaries. And, so there's so many positive things that we can share with our kids, our loved ones, our partners. Um, so it's kind of like that bank. You get like a negative hit, negative words, and it's like, woof, really really can bring you down, and the positives can really lift you up. But the negatives, I know that there's some science behind that somewhere. They've done studies. One negative can cancel out like a number of the positives, especially with your kids. Really pile on the positives to outweigh the occasional negatives. Yeah, that sounds good. Hope you guys are doing well. Have a great day. Be good to yourselves, be good to each other, and I'll see you again soon. Take care.